Time to clean up this room. Whew. What is this thing? Made of metal, and it's formed like a violin. It is a violin case. My great-great-grandfather made this case. He was a tenor. And here's some music written in Bohemian, which is a lot like German. I've been looking at it. It's all in the treble clef. I mean the G clef, the lower. So if I want to play it, I'm going to have to concentrate more. Here's a bow. And here's a violin. It's missing a bridge right here. That little piece of wood. But other than that, it's intact. I don't know how old it is. The label inside came out a long time ago. 2 big containers full of cloth. Bookshelf, bookshelf. Another bookshelf over here. They're dusty and dirty, and I've got to sort out the books and put them in order. There's a bed underneath this mess. Oh, a lot of work to do. I've been having, I don't know what they're called, whether it's panic attacks, anxiety attack, or whatever, where I get really sick feeling and I have to lie down and hyperventilate. It's awful. I don't know what causes it. I've had this happen to me for over a year now. And I can bring it on by thinking about certain things, but I try not to because it's very unpleasant. It's an awful feeling. I couldn't sleep at all. I got that feeling 3 times last night. You want to throw up, but you can't. It's awful. Look what I came across, and it works. Okay. Let's play something. Well, the room's not finished, but I have a good start on it. I'll try to finish it up tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be nice, decent weather. And like it was today, I took the winterizing plastic off the windows and doors for the season. I'll be doing laundry and hanging it out tomorrow while I finish cleaning in the house. And today, when I was cleaning, I found a $5 bill. What an incentive to keep cleaning. I was excited, boy, oh boy. When I stopped to take a rest, I thought I'll call my brother so that he doesn't call me when I'm like underneath a whole pile of stuff, you know. So I'll call him, get it out of the way. I picked up the phone receiver and it was going tick, 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 tick. And I thought, what? So I hung up the receiver thingy with my finger and I released it again. And I heard tick, 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 boo, boo, boop. If you'd like to make a call, while it was going tick, 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 tick. So I hung it up again. And I released it, and then it was dead silent. Nothing. So I hung it up. And the phone kind of went bring. And I picked it up and I said, hello? Nothing. Silent. So I hung it up again. I picked it up, but it was ticking again. I hung it up again. Then I picked it up again, had a dial tone, so I called Richard. I said, did you just try to call? Yes, and I didn't get anything. I don't know what's going on. So we talked about 5 minutes and the phone disconnected. And I hung it up. And I heard the phone ring. I picked it up. It was him calling back. And he said, what, did you hang up? I said, no. So I told them I was going to call AT&T and complain about it. Find out if something's going on in the neighborhood, like someone digging a trench or something and might have dug up the lines. Who knows? You never know. So we talked a little bit and then hung up, and I called AT&T and actually got hold of a person within 2 minutes, which is unusual. And she said, well, I'll test your line. Hold on. And she put me on hold for about a minute, but there was some decent salsa music playing, so I didn't mind being on hold. And she says, there's no trouble on your line whatsoever. I checked out your line. Do you want to put a work order in for some guy to come out? And no. Well, you could check the little box on the outside of your house. I don't have one of those on this house. I know what she was talking about. Where I lived before, they did have one of these little boxes on the outside of the house. So she said, well, I don't see anything going on. There's no one working on the line and everything's fine. And I'm thinking, boy, oh boy, I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of hooey to me. But I thanked her and I hung up. I'm going to have to ask neighbors if they have problems, because it's just too funky, too weird, unless the aliens are after me or the government agency's after me finally or something. Speaking of government agency, I've been waiting to hear for the help that I'm trying to apply for. I got an envelope today and they said, we haven't received any of your information. We sent you 2 packages. Where are they? You haven't sent anything back. Are you still interested, or are we going to drop this? I'm thinking, what? I even filled it out, printed it neatly, made a copy, took it to the post office, put it in the mailbox at the post office. Why didn't they receive it? So I have to go through some more hoops. What a pain in the butt. Speaking of pain in the butts, I think he wants something else to eat. What do you want to eat? Whatever I'm eating. I'm finished eating for the day. I've had it. With the panic attack crap that I've been having, I don't know. I just feel just kind of blah. I mentioned it on Facebook, and I think my son, Brian, is worried and concerned about it, so I think he wants to call me tonight. I don't mean to worry him, but somebody needs to know in case something happens to me. They at least have an idea of what happened to me. And I heard a comedian say that when he dies, he wants to leave his body to science fiction. I think I'll pour myself a big glass of orange juice and finish doing what I have to do for the day and call it a day. It's a day. Upward and onward.